guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I wanted to talk about mental health. I think I've talked about it previously in my previous video about my own mental health, but just in general about mental health, about how it's kind of like a stigma to have mental health or to actually seek help for mental health. I personally have not been to a therapist to say I'm talking to a therapist about my mental health, because I felt like I caught mine before it got to a stage of where it was too late or something like that. I mean, there are still some days where I feel funny or I don't feel myself. I don't feel like myself. Like sometimes I wake up and I don't feel like myself at times. I was having a discussion with a friend, and just jokingly I just asked, how is your mental health? And he laughed. And I was like, it's not something that is funny. This is actually things that you actually have to ask people around you. How is your mental health? Because sometimes you can just ask somebody, oh, how are you? And they'll say, oh, I'm fine, and keep it moving. They don't really go into depth on specifically how they're doing or how they're feeling or anything like that. They're not specific enough with the situation. And he laughed. I was like, Negro, this ain't funny. Like, I'm being dead serious. Again, we can't, stuff like this, that's why I said we joke about things like this, that sometimes we make it seem as if, no, it's small. As basic as the question may be, how is your mental health? It's, for some people, it's way more deeper than that. And he went on to say, sometimes we watch videos, blah blah blah, and it changes our minds. It's not about that, because there are literally people that go through things in their life that they don't even know how to communicate with people that they love. Unless, that's why I said, when I made my video about it, it was like me turning on this camera alone is therapeutic for me. Like, talking to strangers was therapeutic to me than saying I'm talking to people in my life. On a normal, I talk a lot around people that I love, obviously, not just with random people. I talk a lot. But one thing that I shied away from was, I was not talking about how I felt. And I think I also mentioned this in my previous video. My cousin even told me that after she watched one of my videos, she was like, sometimes we just ask each other basic questions and we don't really go into depth. It's like to just say we have checked up on the person, to mark that off on our checklist that we've checked on that person. That's pretty much what we did. We are not really going into depth, asking specific questions about how you're feeling. And when I asked this friend of mine that question, how is your mental health, I was kind of hurt. He laughed because people, again, and in the moment when I asked that question, I was joking. I was just being playful in that nature, because that's how me and the person play around and all that stuff. But if I asked that to a person, that it triggered that person, and as I was asking that question, I laughed, that could have triggered the person to do something big, because I asked such a basic question and I laughed after I asked that question. So I'm just making this video to say it's important to ask about people's mental health, not just asking how are you in general. Ask about their mental health. Ask them if they want to talk about it. And also, if you notice that you have someone in your life that is going through mental health issues, therapy is so important. I feel like even with black people, even Nigerians, things like this we don't like to talk about, because we put it in a bracket of it being a stigma. We think talking to somebody else about your problem is an issue. No, it's not. You even standing up and recognizing that you have a problem is big. Like, just saying you're talking to someone and telling them, hey, I'm going through this and I need somebody else to help me. Again, you can pray about it, you can fast about it. Even in the Bible it says faith without works is useless. God has put certain people in our lives, certain people that have gotten degrees, educations, to be able to utilize all these resources. Is like, we as people don't like to utilize those resources. We want to believe God works in mysterious ways. God does not work in mysterious ways. No, I hate when people say stuff like that. God is not a magician. God is a miracle worker. He's not a magician. So don't be thinking because God changed this person's situation and you don't know how God changed that, you think it just happened miraculously. No, that's not how it works. Those people have to utilize certain resources to be able to get to where they were at. God sent people to them to help them. That's why you have to communicate with people in your life. Most people might say, I talk too much, blah blah blah, like that. It's because I talk too much is the reason why I have not sunk into a state of me saying it's too late. That's the reason why I felt like I did not even sink into my own depression on its own, because so much things happened in my life in the year after I graduated. That's another topic, but I'm just saying, seek help when you know that you need the help. And people that you are, even if you're the ones going through the mental health issue, once you seek the help, the people that are around you, make sure they're listening to you properly so they can be able to help you, because it's important to tell the right people what you're going through. Because if you tell the wrong person and give somebody tell somebody the things that's, and you give is in the wrong person's hand, can change how you come out of the situation. Please make sure you're talking to the right people that you know once they hear what you're going through, they'll be able to help you. It's so like this week alone, I have just noticed that it's important who you talk to about certain things that is going on in your life. I have people that I talk to when I'm going through something, and they know themselves, and I'm appreciative for all those people in my life, because they are the reasons why I don't look like my problem or my circumstance in my life. But again, just make sure you seek help, guys. That's all I'm just asking. Seek help, please, guys. It's important. As little as mental health, it's not little actually, as little as the question may seem, please seek help. It's very, 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 very important. Thank you again, guys, so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next